Musiria mtawanyo na Banyoro Katsi, it's your girl RB, the Rose Basemera, and we're back with another Learn Runyoro video. It has been quite some time since I did Learn Runyoro. I don't know what part this is. Is it 6 or something? Because I looked at greetings, fruits, animals. I looked at a lot of things. Then someone asked me to teach them how to tell time. But then I thought about it, I was like, I cannot teach how to tell time before I teach you how to count, because you need to know how to say numbers in order to tell time one step at a time. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to count from 1 to 1,000. It's not so hard. So yeah, let's just go into the video. If you enjoy such videos, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, get notified every time I upload, like, comment, and also request for me for something you want to learn. Like if there's a certain topic, request so that I bring it closer and think of a way to get to it quicker. If I need to first teach something before I get to it, then I'll do that. But yeah, let's just go immediately. So we start with 1. 1 is emu. Emu. 1. Emu. Emu. 2. Ibiri. You know, for us, we don't hardly pronounce the B most times, unless it's starting a sentence. But if it's like in the middle, most times we just cruise on it. We don't say, someone who's like reading it in an English form will be like Ibiri, like they want to read the B hard. But for us, you never read the B hard. You just go like Ibiri, Ibiri, Ibiri. Even the R is not like Ibiri, like so much. Like if you're just struggling quickly on the word, just say Ibiri, quick. So Ibiri. Emu 1, ibiri 2. So for 3 is isatu. Isatu. 3. Isatu. Isatu. So 4. Ina. Ina. Did you guys watch Pangoka Sayo the Promise, the Filipino thing? Ina and Angelo. Ina, like the name. That's 4. Ina. Ina. 5. Itano. Actually, the word ends with an O, but when you hear someone speaking, you can think they're using a U. So when you're pronouncing it, bear that in mind. That it's not really for you to say itano hard. It's more like itano, like as if no, not like with a U, but not really. So it's just like just cruise along it as well. Itano. 6. Mukaga. Mukaga. 6. Mukaga. Say it with me. Mukaga. 7. Musanju. Musanju. Say it with me. Musanju. 8. Munana. 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 Nana. Munana. 9. Mwenda. Mwenda. 10. Ikumi. Ikumi. Slowly from the first one, I'm going to leave the word so that you go with me. Emu, ibiri, isatu, ina, itanu, mukaga, musanju, munana, mwenda, ikumi. So we are going to get it from 11 to 19. When you're saying from 11 to 19, it's more like when you're putting the words together, there's no particular word like in English. It's more like 10 and 1, 10 and 2, 10 and 3. And we already know what 10 is. We already know what the other numbers are. For the and, you use na. For example, for 11, 10, ikumi, na, emu. But when you write na, then emu, n-a-e, that word that is pronounced as ne. So just say ikumi nemu. Ikumi na ibiri. Ikumi na isatu. Ikumi na ina. Ikumi na itanu. Ikumi na mukaga. Ikumi na mwenda. You get ikumi na msanju, ikumi na mnana, ikumi na mwenda. So you just have to, if you first learned that 1 to 10, this is going to be easy peasy for you to learn as well, because like you've just heard, it's 10 and and you've already learned them. Just the only thing that's different is the na. And I feel like the na is easy. So from there, we're going to move on to 20. 20, formally, someone will say makumi abiri. Remember, 2 was ibiri. 20 becomes abiri. You just remove the I and put an A. Abiri. Makumi is like tens. Tens. That's what it means. So, makumi abiri. That's formal. Informal or casually, someone will just say abiri. They remove the makumi and just say abiri. From 21 to 29, like I'd said previously, it's always, now it will be 20 and 1, 20 and 2. So if you know makumi abiri, you get abiri na emu, abiri na ibiri, abiri na isatu, abiri na ina. So it's just the 20 and you go back to the same format like for the 11, 12, 13, it's the same thing, 10 and 1. Even this one will be 20 and 1. You know 20 is abiri. If you know 1 to 9, you're sorted. Abiri na, you go emu. Abiri na, you go ibiri. So do that before you move on to the next one. Yeah, it's that easy. So the next one is, now I'm not going to go talking about each. All of them have that thing of, now if you reach 30, you're going to have 30 and 1. So it's going to go like that until it's like 90. So I'm now just going to tell you what 30 is, 40, 50. Then you can just know. If you know those ones, you just know it's going to be 30 and this, or 40 and 1, 40 and 2, to know what's in between there. So I'm just going to rush through that. So for 30 to 50, remember when I told you for 20, you just change the I to A? This is as well. From 30 to 50, like 30, 40, 50, you just change the I's to A's. Remember 3 was isatu. For 30 it will be asatu, or formally makumi asatu. For formal, just add makumi, and then the words, you just remove the I and put an A. Asatu, 30. Ana, 40. Like Anna. Ana, 40. Atano, 50. Then the rest will be the same. Atano name, atano na ibiri, atano, you get 50 and 1. 50. Simple. When you learn, mainly if you learn from 1 to 10, 1 to 9, the rest are going to be super easy for you. So the next one is going to be, now from 60, 70, 80, 90, it becomes different. 6 was mukaga. 60 becomes nkaga. We remove the mu and just put an n. Nkaga. And from 60 and the ones that follow, there's nothing like formal that you're going to add makumi nkaga. No. It stands on its own. Either formal, informal, casual, it stands on its own. Nkaga. Then it stays the same now. 60 and 1. So nkaga neimu. Nkaga na ibiri. Something like that. You can now remember your 1s to 9s and fill in. For 70, 7 was musanju. This one becomes nsanju. Remove the mu and just put an n. Nsanju. Simple. The rest, 70 and 1, 70 and 2. Nsanju nemu, nsanju na ibiri. To continue, 71, 72, 73. For 88 was munana. What changes? This time you don't remove mu and put n. Don't be so quick. Learn. This time it becomes kinana. Ki. Kinana. Not inana. Because you cannot have that. It's n following. So you cannot again put an n. So it becomes kinana. But then the rest is the same. 80 plus 1, 80 plus and 2. Kinana nemo. Kinana na ibidi. Kinana na isatu. So from there I move on to 90. 9 was mwenda. 90 becomes kienda. Just like the ki we added on. But this one will be k, only k. We add only k. We remove the m, we add only k and y. Kienda, from mwenda to kienda. And the rest is still the same. 90 plus 1. 90 plus 2. Kienda nemu, kienda na ibiri, kienda na isatu. So 100. Kikumi. 10 was ikumi. 100 becomes Kikumi, we add ki. So from there, I'm not going to jump into now 101, 100. It's still 101. Kikumi nemu. If it's like 120, that's too complicated. I think we first go into the simple versions right now, and then maybe as we go on, we'll dive into the middle, like numbers. So now I'm going to do as a whole 200. Remember, 2 was what? Ibiri. 20 was abiri. 200 is bibiri. Bibiri.
But formally, people will count using bikumi, bibiri. So bikumi is more of like hundreds. So from 200 to 500, you have to always add bikumi before you say what the number is. That's where bikumi comes in. Just like makumi came in when you're doing the 20, 30, 40, 50s.
So from 200 to 500, you just add the B, like BI. Remember last time when from 30 to 50 we changed I to A for the 20s, 30s, 40s. This time you remove that I, you just add I. Just add B and it goes with the I that's already there. So remember this was Isatu. For 300 it becomes Bisatu. In 4 was Ina. For 400 it becomes Bina.
Actually, you're supposed to pronounce it as Vina, not Bina, because now that changes the meaning completely. We have to be careful when pronouncing words. You change how it's pronounced and it also changes its meaning.
5 it was Itano. 500 Bitano. Simple. You see, it's easy to count in my language, in Runyoro. So from there, the difference comes now in 600. 600 to 900 is the same. 600 becomes, remember 6 was Mukaga. So 600 becomes
Rukaga. 600 becomes Rukaga.
700 Sanju. 7 was Musanju. 700 becomes
Rusanju.
800. 8 was Munana. 800 becomes
Runana.
900. 9 was Mwenda. 900 becomes
Luenda.
Anyway, so from there 1000, and this is the last one for the day, and 1000 is Rukumi. 1 emu, 10 ikumi, 100 kikumi, 1000 Rukumi. You just change like the beginning letters only. There it ends the same. But that's the end for today's lesson from 1 to 1000. I hope you learned something, but practice those mainly 1s to 10s, and then the others will come easier to you as we keep learning. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Basemera. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.